think it's about time. About time. Hello. Welcome, everyone, to the Tuesday night live stream. It's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's time for Nomanski. The Nomanski Space simulates you. That's exactly right, Greater C. How is everyone tonight? I see Chev, I think, and Greater C lurking. Probably others out there in the darkness. Hello. I hope everybody's doing okay. I am running with mods in No Man's Sky. I actually have been in the last couple of live streams. I'm running with a lot more mods now. There is one called Fast Actions, which is awesome. That means I don't have to worry about waiting for the little wheel to wind up when I'm doing things. So you can get in and I do ship instantly, start conversations instantly. It's just generally amazing. I'm here on time this time, says Shadowstar WDS. And hey, what's going on, Dallas Nap? So yeah, I've got one that's called chromatic removal. It takes off a lot of the weird lighting effects. And another one that's called Instagram filter removal, which takes away the weird color shifting that they do. Actually, I don't notice the color shifting, but I do know the performance gain because it's not processing the videos much. And there's some other ones, little icons and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm actually going to go ahead and see what happens when I do this. Yeah, what's going on, Chev? How is everyone this evening? Ooh, Nomanski. Nomanski, space explores you. So, I had one that was called a ship that was called, everybody was referring to as the Cosmic Hopper. It looked like it had little bunny ears. I have found something even cooler. I found the Abarashi. This is my little spaceship. It's kind of, I don't know. It's like the spaceship equivalent of a Volkswagen Beetle. It's very small and very funny looking, and I love it and adore it. Let's see, what else have we discovered? Nothing has changed here on the multi-tool. It's the same, I think. Oh, actually, no. Since, let's see, not the last system, but the system before last is when I live streamed from. So I did get a tool upgrade from 20 to 22 slots, and I redid it the same way, basically. Yay, I can like the streams. Thank you. Oh, that's right, everybody, don't forget. Thank you for reminding me, Ferg. You can actually thumbs up the streams now, and it carries through every single stream. Last time, if you thumbed up a stream, it was for all streams. Well, they fixed that bug finally. So, do me a favor and give the stream a big old thumbs up. Make sure you do that before it's over with. I would greatly appreciate that. That would be awesome. Only I'm a volcanic crispy noodle goat right now, says Chev. Do other aliens lap as you go by? I'm pretty sure I can hear them snickering, Dallas. Yeah. I have the hyperdrive and then 2 warp reactor upgrades now. Pulse engine and then pulse jet upgrades, 2 of them. Plus this thing. I don't know what this is, but it's amazing. It's called a photonics core. And it says right here in the description, provides increased maneuverability and longer boosts during space flight. Also improves users' thorium-9 consumption, it's just awesome. I have boosted up. This is what I've been using to kill pirates, space pirates. The mining beam instead of the normal photon cannon, because this locks on, so I don't have to aim. And it actually works very, very well. I have maxed out my inventory. The last system I was in had 1 planet that was basically useless, and it had 3 moons, and all the moons had were the little drop pods. So I spent the entire time mining, getting money, getting drop pods for exosuit stuff. So I am maxed out. My suit is maxed. I have all the slots I can now. If you notice, I spent a ton of time mining and upgrading things. I've got life support module upgrades, health module, Tau, a couple for breathing underwater that don't actually work. I've got shield boosters that do work. Let's see, the ship is only 31 slots. The last ship I had was a 24. So this has been a big update. Why would they? It's so efficient. Yes, exactly, Greater C. Hey, come to live stream. Chris Jackman, where have you been, man? I missed you. You missed some of the earlier live streams last week and this week, man. Yeah, it's I'm going on the TARDIS effect, Shadowstar. Shadowstar asks, how does a not only a smaller ship but an absolutely tiny ship have more cargo space than your last one? Either the last ship was horribly designed and really space inefficient, or this thing has like dimensional compression or something. Hey Tanaris, what's happening? How the patch has been treating you, assuming there have been some. Actually, there's been one patch since the last live stream. Yes. And you can see in comparison, like if you look at this thing and then look at mine, it's just absurd, but it's a wonderful little ship. It works great. Let's hop in and skadoosh. Let's see. I discovered that. Undiscovered. Let's go there. The handling is much more nimble now with that photonics core upgrade. I really do like it a lot more. It's nice. Busy with, oh yeah, back to school. Right. I forgot about that, Chris Jack. How's school going, man? Wait a minute. School for you, college, or are we talking kids? I always forget how old you are. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Okay, poisonous planet. Acidic dust, limited sentinels, full flora, no fauna. Wow, this place is nice. Iridium, don't need any. Go! Woo! Look at that mining laser. Isn't this thing awesome? I really do love this tiny little ship. It's great. I can land it almost anywhere. Hey, what's going on, Werewolf? How are ya? Son going back to school. Right, that's what I thought. This looks like a jungle world from orbit. Nope. Fungus planet. Let's see. Before I die of exposure, planet fungoid. Now I'm actually gonna step in my ship real quick and show you something. I'm gonna go down. Okay. This has been something people have been talking about. I don't know what's going on, but if you notice, this has been discovered by Null Infinity. Like button fixed and pressed. Thank you very much, Chris Jackman. I appreciate it. So, this is the problem that people have been talking about. This was discovered by me, but if you notice, it says discovered by Null Infinity. Null Infinity. Discovered by Vagram, but it hasn't been uploaded. See, and I'm re-uploading these. This one was discovered by me, and I renamed the system. This is my starting system. And it says, report this discovery is defensive or inappropriate. This is the default name for it. And it says discovered by Null Infinity. This is something that frustrates me a lot. Discovered by Vagram, you see. And there's lots of these planets that I had tons of stuff explored. And now suddenly, like, see, there's no. This was the main planet that I started off on. Azanium. And look at all this stuff. Some of it has been kept, but there's several pages. There were more pages than this. I almost 100% of the first couple of planets I was in my system. Hey, Arseg. Yeah, so this is getting a lot of people up in arms. Basically, I had all these stuff named just like all of these. And see, this system lost its name, and I renamed it. This one I named, this one was my primary system. I called it Grimco Prime, I think it was, or Grimco, I can't remember, but anyway. I had all this stuff named, just like I had this, and then there's like, some of this stuff is still staying, but down here, it's starting to forget names. Now, people are saying that this was a server issue, and it has since fixed itself, but I am still losing more and more discoveries. And it's just one more thing in this game that people are realizing maybe doesn't work that well. So yeah. Boom. Let's go back to outer space. You mean like how 1.10 has so much more RAM intensive? I disagree with everybody saying that 110 performs better. 110 has tons of problems, and I actually prefer 1.7. Sorry. We're talking about Minecraft. So anyway, there's an Atlas interface. I've already been to it. I'm going to go to another one.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Now, I don't know why, but if you notice... Yeah, see, this dot used to be in the middle. It got moved to the end for me. I don't know why. Now, what I want to do... Oh, wait a minute. No. This is a planetary system I want to go to. G0. Let's see how good that is. Yes, I have a mod that alters thruster cost, because having to maintain launch thrusters is stupid. I'm sorry. This game is so flawed, it's not even funny. You gonna crash? There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh gosh. There's one pirate down. There's another one. And where's the last booger? Oh, they're all over here. Sure, let's get right in the middle of somebody else's war. Dun-dun-dun. He's dead. Think I'm out of targets. Nope, there's more over there. Screw it. I'm jumping through it. I don't care. Hey, Christopher. Fraser Clark. What's going on? Huna Galgo 3-0. Let's just sit down somewhere. I see plutonium, of course. Rocky planet. Ooh. Wow, this place is a dump. So basically, you name a system, go explore, and then sometime you lose all those names that you put. Hello, games, tell me something. Why you give us the option of naming things if you're going to be taking as well? Yeah, it's pretty dumb. This game is so broken. What are you? Well, that's nothing. Wow, I thought maybe that was iron or something, or copper. That's just a big rock. I see gear over here. Do that. Let's do that and do that. Geknip. Ooh. Okay, this planet's a waste of time. Let's go to that one. I was hoping this would be a better system, but I don't think it's going to be. So basically, here's my opinion on Hello Games and No Man's Sky. I really do think that Sean Murray thought he was going to be able to give a whole bunch of what he promised, and he was hoping that people wouldn't get far enough in the game and they would have enough time post-release to start patching things in. What he didn't realize is that people like this are power gamers for this kind of a game when it comes out. I think he was hoping that certain aspects of what was missing would be hidden by the vastness of it. Like, one person is talking about the 18 quintillion planets number they keep throwing around in the marketing for the game. They've done the math for it, and it's not even close to that high. It's basically like 255 planet possibilities per planet type. The number of combinations is not as high as 18 quintillion. So that was another thing that's, they've mismarketed. And I don't know, maybe they thought, is the dreaded buffer happening to anybody else? It shouldn't be, Sev. Let me know if it is. Chev? I don't know what's going on. I think I'm being scanned. Yep, space pirates. Who cares? Oh, apparently I care. Oi, come here. Whee. Okay, I can't remember what planet we were heading to. So I'm just gonna head to that one. Oh, there's more ships? Woohoo! Right through the middle. Iridium? Wow. Because there's some space pirates way back there, I can't boost. Yeah, I agree with Wirewolf. There are things I do like about No Man's Sky. There are things that I think it did right, but there's a lot of stuff I think it did wrong. So, I don't know. And I'm not just talking about the missing features. The game is supposed to be, chill and relaxing, but you can't actually relax because you spend all of your time doing inventory management and getting plutonium to make sure you don't run out of oxygen, or you don't run out of shields, or you don't run out of whatever. Ooh, so much iridium. Awesome. Facebook freebooters are here to steal your content. This is something I hate. There's no way to escape. There's no way to get away from the space pirates, except slowly. It's either fight them or basically crawl away. And I think that's dumb. I can't get anywhere without killing him. I'm gonna have to kill him, apparently. Did you buy another ship, or is it the same one from the last stream? This is a different one. I bought a new one. Basically, between last stream and this stream, all I did was trade, and get a lot of money to get a new ship. This ship cost me 16 mil, or 14 mil, I think it was, and change. It was like almost 15 million units. So I traded for it because otherwise you have to do a ton of repairing. Then I upgraded. I spent a whole bunch of time getting resources and making upgrades. It looks like a little frog from the outside. You see, these things are all the way over here, and they're preventing me from way over there doing anything. This is dumb. Hello? Okay, this is stupid. Hyperdrive offline, local... Okay. I can't do anything, literally, until I take care of these idiots. I hate this. It's a dumb feature. I don't see why my engine doesn't work because they're in orbit. And this is one of the little things that makes no sense in this game. I'm doing good, Paul Solis. And actually, somebody gifted this to me. Oh, you mean... No, I'm sorry, the ship. Yeah, I bought it. I'm talking about Nomanski. Somebody actually was very nice enough to think that, hey, maybe I think that you would like to play through this, or, you know, I would like to watch you play through it, and they got it for me. And I thought that was very nice of them. See? Arrive at the space station in 1 hour. You see what I'm talking about? This is completely stupid. I have to fly all the way over there to kill them so I can go anywhere else. And it's going to take me probably the better part of an hour to get there. Maybe. Am I getting any closer? This is dumb. Yeah, Wirewolf says I get about 3 hours of play before it gets all jerky. I don't have that problem per se, but I definitely start to notice performance issues after a couple hours, yeah. The game is very badly optimized. I asked about your initial speed because even with 12 gigs of RAM and a quad core, it's like moving through water. This game doesn't really have speed upgrades. You kind of have 3 fixed speeds you're going, kind of 4. You have normal moving speed, then you have boost, which you can do inside a planet's atmosphere. Then there's pulse jet, which is a 3rd tier up. It's super fast. Normally, I would be pulse jetting around the system to get from planet to planet quicker, but I can't because of these pirates. I can't even get to target that planet right now. It won't even let me target it. Okay. Hang on a sec. I'm going to do something super drastic. There we go. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to relaunch it. That's dumb. I'm not going to fly for an hour in a straight line to kill some pirates. Basically, greater sea, there's walking speed, there's sprinting speed, and then you have a jetpack. There is a way when you're sprinting to melee attack and hit your jetpack. So instead of your jetpack sending you up, it sends you forward. Otherwise, it's basically just run and sprint is very limited. The walking speed is like walking through water to me. It's super slow. You cannot upgrade the ship to travel faster per se. You can hyper jump farther, or you can make your fuel ratio more efficient. It doesn't make you faster, which is stupid. Okay, here we go. Let's get in this thing. Okay, that is the planet I took off towards. So this is boost. And I just get out of the atmosphere with it real quick. And suddenly, oh, we are back in space. Now I'm going to hit. We're not. There we go. Yes. Nope. I'm heading towards a waypoint. I have a whole bunch of jump drive upgrades. A whole bunch, I say. I have 2. So I should be able to go pretty far. Let's get the heck out of here. There's the Atlas interface. Woohoo! We're going to go in, we're going to talk to it for a brief moment, and then we're going to leave. Whoosh. I've warped 20 times. Ooh. This is something that bothers me. That whole thing where it shutters in to give you a milestone, and you can't change anything, you can't get out of it, you can't check your inventory. It gets very old very quickly. Okay. Come on. Gek. Of course. So now... Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive. Do a little bit of that. Okay. Wander around a little bit, see if we can learn some words. Yeah, the solution was to relog, basically. You'll get in situations where, okay, let's say you're in a star system. A star system is technically, a solar system is just a box, right? Inside the box, at one corner, is a sun. You can't go to it. You can't even get close to it. Around the rest of the box are planets that have a static orbit. They don't rotate around the sun. They're in fixed in position. And they do not rotate. They're just static. It's just a ball hanging there. and the day-night cycle on the planet changes depending upon what time it is, not because the planet is rotating. Okay, so when you're in that box, if pirates show up within a given range, then the methods you use to get across that box, the distances in that box, quicker, stop working. The problem is, you could have pirates showing up at the other end of the box, and it will take you an hour and a half to fly over to those pirates and shoot them just so you can take 5 minutes to fly back. It's dumb. It's a really bad feature. And No Man's Sky's story is not straight out of the books of Destiny. That would insinuate it has a story, Wirewolf. Yeah, I've actually played this game for 34 hours, Shadowstar. How crazy is that? Ooh, lots of Gek words. Okay, I think that's enough. There's not a lot of point to learning the language, really. Already known. Deflector Sigma, already known. It's okay. Eskman 1999 says, will you ever do a Let's Play of Starbound at some point? People keep asking about Starbound. I really don't think it's that fantastic of a game. Do I have it? Yes. I'm not sure if I merit it as interesting enough to actually do a Let's Play of. It is basically Terraria with slightly different environments. I think Terraria is more interesting. I'd rather play that, honestly. Oh, whatever. I don't even read these anymore. This is basically just giving me the waypoint for another interface and giving me a stone. Ooh, Atlas Stone. I still, by the way, have not found the location of my V2 Atlas Pass. No, I have not gotten a fully translated sentence out of a NPC. Paul, no. Okay. So basically what I'm doing is I'm wasting time until a pair of people named Nada and Polo tell me, hey, we need to talk to you. When Nada and Polo tell me, hey, we need to talk to you, that means I want to go over there. When Nada and Polo want to talk to me, that basically means that I'm ready to make a choice. If I want to keep following Atlas, which is dumb and pointless, or if I want to learn how to use wormholes. Wormholes are the key to getting to the center of the galaxy faster. Radiated planet. Frequent flora, numerous fauna, limited sentinels, unstable weather. Wow. Okay, what is this? Okay, that's iron. That's probably just going to be carbon. Okay. Oh, I landed on a volcanic vent. Looks like it broke my ship. I'm eating a Whopper dog from Burger King right now. I currently have two great things, food and a Vagram stream. Thank you, Paul. Oh, and by the way, Vagram, I said what happens when you reach the Galaxy Center. I won't spoil it, and it's underwhelming in my opinion. Ask Man, I think calling it underwhelming is an understatement. There are two ways of obtaining the V2 pass. From Polo giving him all the data and from Korvax systems. Yeah. So I'm looking for Korvax systems so I can actually go hit operation centers or factories. I can't remember which one it is. I'm going to go hit the... actually, hang on a sec. Okay, there's a thing right there. Hang on. This will tell me who owns the system. Oh, hey, look, it's flying things. Yak. So basically, I keep jumping until I hit a Korvax system. So, okay, I'm going to spoil what happens at the center of the galaxy, because it's not worth it. You are not going to be saving yourself any kind of enjoyment or trouble just for giggles. I'm going to hop out, save, and hop back in. Okay, you're not going to save yourself any enjoyment that I might be robbing you of. Honestly, I'm going to break it to you so you're not let down even worse later because you thought it was some big thing, okay? When you get to the middle of the actual universe, you get sent to an alternate dimension and you start over again. That's it. It's New Game Plus. You get to keep your ship and you get to keep your inventory and your tool, but your ship is broken and you have to repair it again. You've re-crashed, just like the beginning of the game, and you start over going to the center of the galaxy. That's it. That's where it stops. There is no story. There is no great revelation. There is nothing interesting that happens. The next galaxy you go to is called the Hilbert Dimension. Yeah, you just start over with all your current gear. That's it. It's not that big a deal. And everybody that keeps trying to save this as some big secret, honestly, I think you're making it worse for people because you're making them think that there is something interesting there. There's not. Everybody needs to know how bad this game is so they don't buy it. And so that Hello Games can, be appropriately held accountable for this game. If you get, if you follow the Atlas path, until you get at least 15 Atlas stones. When you get 15 Atlas stones, then you can go to the center and you can name a galaxy that you will never get to go to and you'll never get to see. And there's no proof it exists anywhere. You still go to the Hilbert Dimension. Somebody has raced to the center of the galaxy 11 times. And every single time it's the exact same thing. You go to the center of the Hilbert Dimension, it takes you to the next dimension. You go to the center of that one, it takes you to the one past that. That's it. There's nothing else. There is no game. Yeah, Atlas specifically says in-game, there is only the search. That's it. It's a bad game. It really is. I don't know if I'm going to keep streaming it on Tuesday nights. I thought it would be a good diversion after taking a break from Overwatch. But, this is not a good game. It's not horrible. It's just not great. I can't call it a bad game. That's not fair. Because, there is gameplay to it. It's just not what it was promised, and it's not even close to what it could be. Okay,
Technology recharge. Orbital station coordinates received.
Another Atlas interface. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I guess I have to keep going. Let's go here and see if it's a Korvax system. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't know if I would say that, Paul Solis. I think if we're going to lay blame on Sony for something being Sony's fault, it's the fact that the project was a PlayStation 4 game that got ported back to PC. I think that's their fault. No, there's the start. There's the space station. Boom! Whee! I wish you could tell from the outside who owns the space station. I don't know how to tell. Honestly, Hello Games announced this game. They said, hey, we have all these great features we're going to put into the game. Then, about a year into development, their studio got flooded. Hey, this is a Corvax system. Awesome. About a year into development, their system got flooded, their studio. And they lost a ton of progress, and they had to restart all over again. By the way, this is my progress so far. I only have 187 words collected, and there's like 400 for each language or something. So, so yeah, after their studio got flooded, and they went and got a publishing deal with Sony to kind of recoup some costs and get more money injected into their studio, they should have come to the public and said, look, we're going to push this game back a lot because we lost a lot of progress. But they didn't. In the last 6 months before the game was actually being released, 6 months leading up to that, they were still overpromising. They were still telling everybody it was a multiplayer game. It's not. They were still talking about all these features about the particle engine and how the particle engine and the light engine knew chemistry. And so they knew how light would react to the actual particles in a planet's atmosphere and all of this stuff. They were talking about docking with ships in space, like freighters and trading. No, they were still overpromising features. That is not Sony's fault. So yeah. Gold. Don't care about the Atlas stones. Not even a little bit. Okay. Ooh, that one's ugly. So this is a Corvax system, which means we need to find a big planet and go there. So, I am using mods, but I'm mostly using mods to make the game bearable again, to take some of the tedium out of it. There are people that have figured out how to add new buildings for the aliens. There are people that have figured out how to alter the ships, all sorts of interesting stuff, so that's at least pretty cool. Okay. Wow, this place is a dirt ball. Let's go that way. There's nothing here. Oh, there's something. Whee! Good landing place. I've seen these exact same rocks on like 14 different planets. They just have slightly different names. That's it. It's not very creative. Oh, this is a hot world. Okay. Nowadays, game devs take the hurry up, get it done approach as opposed to the take the time to polish the turret approach.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, we've got things all over the place. Okay. Cargo drop, shielding. See, this procedurally generated stuff is dumb. You got an object in front of an object. I can't get to that to actually use it. There's no checking. I've had, see, this, I'm supposed to be able to use this. Can't use it. There's a lot of just bad game design in this. Which is a pity. Okay. That was a waste of time. One of the primary reasons why I'm using a mod to turn off the cost of launching is because it encourages me to explore more. Okay, I see something over here. Has anybody figured out how to give the player all the words from the get-go? Yes. Somebody has actually figured out how to hack that. There is actually a trainer for this game. If you go to nomanskimods.com, there is a trainer for this game that is the most downloaded thing on that website. All the other mods, everything else, pale in comparison to a cheat program. Because people want to turn off fuel costs, they want to turn off jump pack limitations and sprinting limitations, they want to be able to warp faster. Yeah. See if we can find another place. I think this planet might be a bust. It is infinite worlds. Not really, though. It's not infinite. It's just a huge number. There is a limitation. Come on, land. 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 It is clear. Thank you. Basically, there is a really big number worth of possible planets, and it's procedurally generated. But technically speaking, there is a maximum number of planets. It is not infinite. Where's this going to give me a waypoint for? Yeah, really big number of random worlds using a randomly mapped, a numbered mapping system. So in theory, you can find a found planet, but that might not happen. It's what Wirewolf said. See, I see a pod up there, but it's not going to have tech I can get because I know everything according to the game, even though I don't. So this is running, this is sprint, walking speed, and this is sprinting speed. Just FYI. That's actually not true, though, Paul Sola. Somebody's discovered that number is a lot lower. Outpost. Awesome. Let's go there. I just want my Atlas pass. Literally 20 feet this way. Whatever, I don't care. Okay. Go over here. Interesting. Nothing found. Hello, Mr. Corvax. Damage radius tau, already known. Ooh. Okay. Transmission tower. Two to six is triple. 6 times 4 is... Wait, no. Yeah, 24. Double, triple, quadruple. I think that's no, that's not right. I think this is the answer. 1 times 2 double, and then 2 to 6 is tripled. 6 to 24 is 6 times 4, 24, yeah. So that's 4 times. So 5 times 24 is 120. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Every once in a while I look at the math on those and my brain kind of goes, what? So here's a ship, right? The ships, it used to be, when I first started playing the game, I actually would find ships that were larger than mine or smaller than mine. Usually at least larger by a couple of slots. Now, apparently you can only find a ship that is plus or minus 1 to your current one. So crashed ships aren't really worth it. Let's see. Where's the front door to this place?
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay. Observatory. This is what I need. That one's easy. I think it's the one I need. No, it's not. Never mind. Yeah, it's ruins. I don't care about that. Whee! Boltcaster. That is the blueprint for the starting weapon, Boltcaster. Don't see a beacon. I think I need to find a bigger planet. I think this place is a waste of time. Did you get the Expedition mod? I'm not sure I know what that is, Arseg. Okay. I'm curious. I'm gonna go see what ship this is. If I can. Nope, I can't. Okay. Never mind, screw it. If you're flying towards something and the number goes up and then down and then back up and then back down, not worth your time. Yeah, when it comes to game developers, there are good game developers out there. For instance, the game developers for Star Citizen, which is a Kickstarter-backed game, a space game, that is going to... It was originally supposed to be what everybody thought was going to be like this one. Underwater, no thanks. Originally, everybody thought that Star Citizen and No Man's Sky were going to be similar. Space exploration, trade, space pirates... etc., etc. The people, there it is. The people that are making Star Citizen have basically been watching the launch of No Man's Sky, and they've been learning exactly what not to do. No Man's Sky has been a lesson for every single other game dev studio, even if they only paid slight attention to it. They've all been learning, because there was a run on this past weekend. There's basically a run on returns. Tons of people decided that they were going to start taking the opportunity to return this game, because what they discovered was, okay, here's a fun thing. In Steam, you know how there's the main branch of the game, and then you can do experimental branches? Like with this game, they did an experimental branch that had all these test fixes in it. Well, the game in Steam, only the main game tracks your time, how many hours you have played, but the experimental branch is tracked separately. So while some people had 70 hours played, it was on the experimental branch, which they had to swap to right after launch. So they only had an hour on the main branch of the game, and they returned it. And the Steam system allows them to do this. So there was a huge run on the actual returns of No Man's Sky this weekend. The actual owned number of copies, according to Steam Spy, went way down by like 15%. Oh, I'm going to do that. Whatever. New technology blueprint. Watch. Already known. I know there's stuff I don't know. I factually know that. Okay, this planet sucks. I'm going over there. RSEG, while the expedition mod sounds interesting, I don't see the point of it because I don't spend that much time outside my ship. Most of the time, it's just a quick run into a little outpost and then back. That's it. There we go. Let's go over there. Star Citizen is an online-only game. Yes, it will be. And they've demoed it now. They've actually shown 2 players interacting in the world because they knew that people were going to start asking after No Man's Sky. So they showed a player that was inside of a base, a star base, looking out a window, and there was another player in a ship hovering as the main player went down. The first player went down this elevator. The ship was hovering in parallel, and you could see the players back and forth waving to each other. It was very cool. If your audio is desynced, RSEG, then hit F5 to refresh. Just refresh the page. Yeah, there are parts of No Man's Sky that I do still enjoy. There's parts of it that I think are fun. And I think it would be unjustified for me to return it, even if I could, with the number of hours I've got played on it right now. I think that would be bad. There we go. Land, thank you. Lilong Valley. Acid rain, okay. Looks like a dog. And it's got 6 legs.
Units received. Units received.
Meanwhile, I am melting. Oh, this is good.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Analyze the data log. I've run across only 3 or 4 different variants of that text after you read them, like 3 or 4 different times. It's like, eh. Yeah, see, and then I get nothing for that. Shields at maximum. Standing with the Corvax increased.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing. Units received.
I have scanned this exact same plant hundreds of times already. I'm looking for a beacon. There's another base. Let's go over there. When you go into warp, base cam desyncs and gets blurry. Oh, that is probably because of that's probably because of the rendering. So many bright lights and stuff like that probably causes the encoder to go conkers. Okay, I think we're gonna go right down here. Not a bad landing spot. Oh, zinc, I think. Yep. Zinc, I think. I think. Eskman asks, Vigrum, how's season 4 of Vigrum's Chance coming along? It's not. Yet. We're still working on it.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
These little things are kind of pointless. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Whoops, no. Let's do a
Constructed.
bypass chip, bypass chip. Let's do 4. What? Where? Yeah, that's what I thought. Brain spiders. Run across them numerous times. Scanner online. I need Colonial Outpost. Paul Solis asks, how do I get refunds on Steam? Oh gosh, never actually had to do it. Let's get another outpost. Is the only way to get zinc through in No Man's Sky through plants. No, there are some plants that will have planets that will have zinc blocks in it, but that's super rare, basically. How does this compare to Subnautica? I think Subnautica is better built and way farther along. Operations Center, I think that's the one I want, and I've got one more. Okay, let's get back to the Abarashi. Okay, now I've got 2 points over here. I think this one's close. Subnautica did it right. Subnautica was early access, and it still is. Subnautica is basically early access is developers saying, hey, this game isn't finished yet. You're not paying for a finished product. We're still working on it. With Hello Games, they wanted $60 and they were releasing it on a console. It's not early access anymore. They were saying this is a finished and final game. Please give us $60. I think Subnautica did it right. Air stall. Woo, come on. Come on. There we go. Nope, nope, come on. I'm pushing forward. Oh, okay. Hey, Chad Thulu, what's going on?
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Don't care. Homing grenade, already known.
Units received.
Warning, something something time.
Yay!
Raby Joya, thank you very much for the subscription. I don't know what to do here. Temporal capacitor or reset the clock? There we go. Let's see. Askman asks, Baker, what do you think about the price of No Man's Sky? Too low, too high, etc. I think it's way too high. I think this game is $15 to $20 tops. By the way, this is something else that I'm supposed to... Uranium is an excess metal that you don't use to craft anything. I don't know why it's giving me a recipe for it. It's dumb. I think that this game should have been $15, $20 tops. Subnautica is 20 bucks. And rightfully so. It's not finished. Let's see, manufacturing facility. Let's go this way. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's in early access. This game should be in early access. It is, it should be like $15 or $20 tops. $20 normally, $15 on sale. Okay. Now I gotta figure out where the front door is. Where's the front door? Did I pass it? Nope. Is this gonna be the third building? Oh, here it is. Ran right past it. I've run across 2 buildings previously that had no front door. They spawned without a front door. Because a front door, see, this is a starter recipe. You shouldn't be able to, shouldn't be given that as random loot. Okay. The front door to a building is actually procedurally generated. Where it is on the building moves. So, it's possible to get a building that has no front door. Okay, insert rare. Needs a silicate. Probably 50 chrysonite. And I'm gonna have to go get that. Can I transfer? Yes, I can. There it is. Walked right past it again. Let me see if this appeases it.
Stabilizing.
Yay. I don't want to know a language of the Korvax. Screw you. Scarhoof Plays, thank you very much for subscribing. Also, your name sounds like a bad guy from World of Warcraft, which is cool. Okay, I'm hip. Let's go this way. Operations Center. I played Nomanski for about 15 minutes altogether, including trying to get it working without lag. Yeah. Yeah, I paid $18 or $16 for my Minecraft account years ago. Best $16 I've ever spent on a game. Easily, hands down. Ooh. There's the landing beacon. Let's go hit this.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Short burst adapter, already known.
Units received. Units received.
Okay. Hi, orbital. Okay, I guessed. See, I don't need the recipe for this. I need the recipe for frickin'... Oh, God. I just want my Atlas Pass V2. That's it, man. Going back into space. Woohoo. Okay, have I been there yet? Let's go over there. Hey, Matt Boyd, what's going on, man? How are you? Yeah, I have two accounts also, technically. I have Vagram and Vagram Cam. My camera bot, third person. Never use it. Actually, hang on a sec. Oh, that's bad. far can I go? I can jump pretty far nowadays. Is that too far? No, it's not. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say that I've got no enjoyment out of this game. I have actually enjoyed some time I've spent with it. But it's not $60. And Hello Games really should be ashamed of themselves. Here's another Atlas interface. Oh, this is one of the ones with the 3 people. Wanna be Trace. Unsuspecting. Viking word for warning. Radiation. Nothing. Shield boost. Already known. Already known. So that's a Gek right there. That's a Korvax in the middle, and that is a Viking on the side. I don't know why they're there. Hey, what's going on, Rorschach? I am close to the end point. The sense of it is upon me, a shimmer at the edge of my vision. Ghosting away when I attempt to focus my consciousness. I am torn. Fear drags me back. Fear of what shattering truth I shall learn. What shattering truth I shall learn? That there's nothing to the point of this game. I have become automata. I am the experiment and the observer. I don't know what happens when you refuse. Anybody know? The sub count on the bar is going to be like behind a lot. Chris Jackman. Or I mean Paul Solis. I think the only reason the NMS sucks so much right now is only because Sony made Hello Games rush the game to get it ready for the release date. I think it's a myth that Sony made Hello Games rush this out. I don't think that they did. I think Nomanski and Hello Games, I think Hello Games had every choice to say it's not ready. Because basically this is why Sony shouldn't have rushed it out. Now Sony looks like a jerk if they did do that. I don't believe that they actually told them to get it out now in the state it's in. I'm just gonna say succumb. I don't know. Another Atlas Stone. I'm gonna do... I don't have any more of those. Got more of that. I got plenty of that. Plenty of that. Yeah. Okay. Where's the front door? Here's the front door. Ah! Come on, ship. There we go. Hey, TPM, what's going on? TPM, does that stand for temporal proximity message? Or like toilet paper moment? What does TPM stand for? I'm curious now. If you okay, Arsec says, I think if you refuse, you're called by Nada and Polo. That's what I think, at least. And I'm wrong. Dude, I followed 3 or 4 Atlas points in a row, and I still got called by Nada and Polo. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's buy.
Product received. Product received. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed.
Stupid. Why can't I just make the top end thing if I have all the parts for it?
Product constructed. Product
Like that. We're gonna go over here. There
technology recharge.
we go. I'm boosting. I'm going to the center of the galaxy. Let's see how far we can go. Maybe we'll get called by Nada and Polo. Actually, I have an even better idea.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Yes, I want to. Come on. The waiting is the worst part about this game. Waiting for the interface. Waiting for it to give you control back. I have to wait for every single one of these for the stats. Nope, 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 nope. Go back. Okay. Yeah, unnecessary crafting. Temporal proximity movement. See? I'm going to refuse this time. Let's see what happens. I'm curious if he's going to zap me or something. Ooh. Already known. Already known. I saved when I get out of the ship, and I automatically save. Apparently, an action mod that makes selection instant might be worth trying. Yes, fast. It's called fast action, Sean, and I love it. I'm gonna refuse. Screw you, dude. I refuse. I will not unmake a universe to satisfy the Atlas. Okay. got nothing, man. Later, Tater! Woohoo! Wow, that planet looks like a dump. Okay, so now... path towards the galactic core. It's exactly opposite of the direction we were going. How far can I go? What? No. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I can still go. Where's the path to the center? Is that really the farthest it'll show me? Okay. Yeah, apparently nothing happens. I hit refuse and it just said, you know, I'm not going to do it anymore. And this space anomaly is Nada and Polo. Thank you. So maybe it does make Nada and Polo spawn. Good guess. Maybe our seg's right. Yep. Can't interact with anything yet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now you can. No point to those. Red orbs, dominant hostile creators are their relics. Singularities are their key. Find a shortcut to the center. He always does that. The alien locates a black hole. Hello, what's up? Down here, if it had two L's, down here in Texas, it would be pollo, which means chicken. Transmit extreme survival level 3 or above. See, I can't transmit this data because I have to survive like 7 days on extreme planets. So that might be my stopping point. Well. Okay, so now...
Navigational data received.
Black hole. Oh, that's a new navigational mode. Ooh. This is going to be my first black hole. It didn't say it implicitly. Oh, yeah. You were right about refusing. Makes Nada and Polo show up. I think you were right, Arseg. Yeah. Holy crap. Anything rare out here? Nope. Still thaumium. Trying to make my face peel back. I guess it should go like this. Woo! Traveled 101.4 million light years. Pulse Jet Sigma critically damaged. Repair. Let's go. Oh, okay, I'm low on everything. Whee! Watch out for the singularity. You are going to be crushed by the event horizon. Doesn't work that way. Frickin' Viking. Who cares? Bye.
Product received. Product received.
Let's do...
Product constructed. Product constructed.
What am I missing? Plutonium. Gotta go hit a planet, apparently. Look how big that thing is compared to mine. This planet looks like a dump. You notice the exact same little mushroom things? And I need more thaumium. What?
Hostiles approaching.
Go away.
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Go away. Lost track of time playing Subnautica, so hello all. Hey Jedco, what's going on? Okay, I'm not seeing any more. Oh, there's some more.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Hostiles approaching. Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Bell? Need to get more thaumium. Domium. I'm curious what these are made out of. Nickel. Kind of useless. Okay, let's do...
Product constructed. Product constructed.
Nope. Let's send that back, send that back. Okay, I need to stock up on Domium some more. Where are the space pirates? There they are. Watch this. One down already. Get this, give it that. I hate the pirate system in this game. It's dumb. More pirates killed. Ooh. Yep. Lemium. Put that back. Let's put that back. We are full on that, which means now path towards the galactic core. Oh, I can't go to the nearest black hole because I don't detect one yet. Let's see how far we can go. What? No. Let's say that should be taking me distance 336. I can still jump. Okay. So, okay, the space pirates in this game. Design flaw number, I don't know what is it, 467 or something now? No clue what I'm mining. Oh, iridium. Let's get that and send it back. Awesome. Okay. So, game design flaw number 469, or whatever we're on right now. There is no way to best the pirates. Every time you get better, the pirates just spawn in greater numbers. That's it. So I've boosted my shields. I've now boosted my weapons a whole bunch. do that, and I don't know, some of that. I have faster hyperdrives and pulse engines and all this stuff. All they do is just throw more and more pirates at you. There's no way to get ahead of the curve, so to speak. Dead Space is sort of unsettling. Okay. I'm jumping as far as I can every single time. And you can see distance to the center, and it's 176,000. Okay, I guess I'm jumping there. Quick question, when No Man's Sky commences to be boring for you, and I'm not saying the game's boring, but you gotta play Overwatch for the streams. I don't know. I stopped playing Overwatch because I got sick of getting trounced. Yes, we did win some matches, but the matchmaking system in that game is kind of broken. Like, not totally broken, but it's kind of messed up. Also, problem number 2 is that every time we play, we have people at super low level and people at super high level, and that makes it even worse. So it's not actually a fun game to play with your friends unless you and your friends all happen to be almost exactly the same skill level. And we're not. The community that we play in is all over the place, and it's not entertaining. It's not interesting. At least not really to me. I end up getting frustrated a lot when we actually play it, so I'm just going to see what this planet's like. I don't know. I think I'm taking a break from Overwatch for the time being because I got tired of it. I got tired of getting stomped constantly. I got tired of the broken matchmaking. I think they handled the Summer Games thing really badly. I think it was not a good event. Yeah, and I'm not doing Space Engineers, Chris Jackson. I have Space Engineers. I unloaded it, and I will never load it again. Because that game needs a lot of work. I know it's received a lot of work, but there's a lot about that game that aggravates the crap out of me. Performance issues, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I'm probably not going to do a Space Engineers gameplay. It's just not my thing anymore. Okay, I need some of land. Oh God. Okay, no. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and spot where that plutonium was. Look, it's giant horse things. Okay, there it is. Land. Thank you. I have to hit E repeatedly for it to actually land where I want it to, more than half the time. Fascination beads. What is this? Carbon. Okay. Whoa. Temperament ambulatory. It walks. Some weird stuff on this planet. Okay. It's pretty weird, eh? Excuse me. Yeah, so in regards to Space Engineers, what is your favorite game of all time? Asks. Let me get back to that in a second, Askman. In regards to Space Engineers, I respect the game and I respect the developers that work on it, however, it is extremely aggravating in a zero-G or low-G environment to be able to be mining something by hand and all of your stuff just floats off everywhere. They should have it to where in that game when you're mining, or it goes straight into your inventory, or at least gets pulled towards you. Having to go chase your ore constantly in early game gets really old really damn fast. Also, I don't think the controls for the spaceships are very good. I don't like them. I've several times I've loaded up the game after they put in the planetary update, and my system can barely handle the performance on it. So I don't know how anybody else would be able to. Destination bead, let's put that there. Actually, I'm going to send that to. Let's do one of those. One of those. One of those. One of those. I'm just cruising along. Nope. Hyperdrive. Arseg asks, so what game would you like to stream in place of No Man's Sky? I have no clue, man. I don't know yet. I was hoping that Overwatch would last a little longer, but myself and I think some other people started getting burned out on it. I thought this would be a good replacement. People don't want to watch this game anymore. Let's see, towards the galactic center. Is that sending me closer to the middle? Distance, 94 point. It is so hard to tell. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Nope. We have to go there. Battlefield, parts of Battlefield 1 intrigue me, but it's being published by EA, which means I'll never touch it. I refuse to buy it. Okay. Ooh, a moon. I like moons. Moons are awesome. They're usually high in resources. What's LOZ Breath of the Wild? I've never heard of it. Paul. Use a joystick. Okay, Askman asked, what's my favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time probably was, and still is, kind of a tie between two different games. That is System Shock 1 and System Shock 2. I still absolutely love those games, and they profoundly affected my respect of story in games and seeing a game as a kind of a cinematic experience and enjoying it. I absolutely loved those games, but they are definitely tied in first place for me. There are remakes coming out, and I do plan on playing through the remake of the first one. I think it's going to be awesome. Oh, I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. Never set foot in one before. I've watched a friend of mine play it way back when the Super Nintendo was new, but I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. How old is Breath of the Wild? Which one is that one? Oh, also, I can't. I refuse to do any Nintendo content because of their contract. If you don't know what I mean by the contract, just let me know. Ask. I don't have Inquisition. If somebody wants to get me Inquisition, I'm all for it. But I don't have Inquisition. I have Dragon Age Origins. I started a playthrough of that, and I never got a chance to finish it. I don't even have the save file anymore. It's been like a year. I would probably have to start over, and if I was going to start over, I would correct the problem that I originally had where I'm meant to be a rogue. Land, land, land. Thank you. Ice storms. Okay.
Units received. Units received. Extreme hazard ahead.
My favorite game can't be Mana Punk because it's not a video game. Though I appreciate the subtle attempt at advertising. Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. I have The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. I was hesitant on doing a playthrough of The Witcher 3 because there was so much cussing and sex in it. I already have enough stuff going on my channel that has an adult flag. Namely, We Happy Few and Alien Isolation. So I can't go through another game that has an adult rating until one of those finishes. So when either We Happy Few finishes a run or Alien Isolation finishes its run, then I could pull something else in its place. And I could do The Witcher 3, but I would do it as a recorded series, not as a live stream series, because I think it's more conducive towards that. Witcher 3 is super, 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 super long. And that's not a live stream game. I would be live streaming. If I was ever going to finish it, I'd be live streaming it for the next 2 years. So, yeah. But much less I can't play it anyway because I already have 2 series that have an adult flag on them. See, I believe that if you're playing video games, you're automatically catering to kids. So I actually put that 18 plus required flag on videos that have adult content in them. If you have to be 18 plus to buy it on Steam, you have to be 18 plus to watch it on my channel. Yes, I know there's ways to get around that. I don't care. That gives me a clear conscience on playing those games on my channel. So that means I'm losing views on games that are adult. So I can't do that many of them at once. So The Witcher 3 will probably come around when one of my other adult series finishes. In terms of what else I'm going to stream after this, I don't know. I'm considering getting back into World of Warcraft, but I don't think that streams very well. And it's not something I can do with the community. So, I don't know. And yeah, The Witcher 3's got bad language, it's got nudity, it's got sex scenes. Whoa, it's a violence. So, yeah. Let's see, let's put one of those in. Yeah, 7 Days to Die could be considered adult content for gore, except for the fact that it's against zombies. That automatically removes the adult rating. Because basically the ratings board doesn't really consider zombie gore to be real gore. That's one of the reasons why zombie games are so popular. Yes. I don't do Nintendo games because Nintendo requires an exclusivity contract. If I want to put a Nintendo game, singular, one video on my that's Nintendo on my channel, I have to sign a contract saying that I will give them 50% of all revenue, all of it that I earn on the channel, to them. No. Where they? Okay, hang on a sec. I hate this navigational system so badly. Okay, where is the center of the galaxy? Okay, we got a junction point here. I think I'm limited. I have one more warp drive that I need to build before I can teleport to some of these systems. warp, teleport, what the hell, before I can warp to some of these star systems. Nope, 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 nope. Go back. Oh, god damn it. I'm just gonna go there. Okay. Yes, I know. It's awesome. Give me my inventory back. Please. Thank you. Okay, I do. I need to get some thaumium. I don't see why stuff requires thaumium. It's dead common. All you have to do is turn around and there's thaumium. I don't see why it's needed. Right now, I don't know if I'm going to continue the series or do something else. If I do something else, I don't know what it's going to be. Sorry. You'll just have to keep your eyes peeled on the website. Okay. So now, nope. Let's see.
Product instructed. Product instructed. Product instructed. Product instructed.
What does that require? Iridium, and I'm totally out of iridium. Of course. Okay. Let's go down here. Yep, I had 3 channels previously, and I did that intentionally because YouTube says it was a good idea. YouTube corporate. Then about 6 months later, they started changing their tune on the advice they gave people, and they didn't tell people that anymore. They said, keep one person, one channel. It's your personality. If people don't like it, they don't like you. So, yeah. I used to have 3 channels. I went back down to 1. Just easier. Plus, Eskman, I don't want to start a channel dedicated to 18 plus games. Even if I wanted to start a separate channel, it wouldn't be dedicated to 18 plus games. There is some iridium right there. All over the place. Super common, not very hard to find at all. You guys have to understand that there are some games that I don't think fit me and my style. It's not that I feel restricted because they're 18 plus. There's some games I just don't want to live stream or put on the web. It's just not me, you know? Because of the way 18 plus games work, I'm basically losing views and losing... You almost got shot, dude. Losing money with 18 plus games because I have to restrict them. What are these? Oh, those things. These are awesome. Sackman himself for good money. Bye. Okay. Yeah, running multiple channels is an absolute nightmare. You guys don't understand. I ran 3 channels, technically 4, for the better part of a year and a half, and it was a nightmare. Nothing in the YouTube system, no software, nothing is designed for you to actually do multiple channels. It's not intended. So you're constantly having to swap in and out and in and out and in and out, change channels. Did I upload it to the right one? No, because Chrome screwed up and logged me into a different account, even though I said log into the right account. It's not worth it. Yeah, see, Firewolf says family-friendly content is more enjoyable to me anyway. I own GTA 5. I will never put it on the actual channel. It's got too much cussing. It's got way too much violence, trashy language, all sorts of crass stuff that I don't want to air. I don't think it needs to be on the internet because there's enough of it. Okay, let's sell. Excess that, fascination beads, nickel, emerald, iron. Sell that. I'm gonna sell all of those. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Nobody does. Crap. Not a good place to buy that stuff. Oh well. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Okay. We are set. Yeah, I have GTA 5. I played it. I enjoyed it. But that was a me game. I can't air that content. Not in good conscience. Like Saints Row. Okay, Saints Row the 3rd and Saints Row the 4th. I have those games. I played them. There's no way in heck I would ever put that on the internet. Don't think it needs to be out there. Yes, Eskman says, I wonder why Nintendo is so anti-consumer, right word, towards YouTubers. I mean, that's basically free publicity, right? Here's the problem, Eskman, they're old school. They're still stuck in the 90s. Not the aughts, not 2000 and whatever. They're still stuck in the 90s. They think that people that are watching someone play a game on YouTube is taking income away from them. So if I play a Nintendo game on my YouTube channel, I'm stealing potential money because once somebody watches a person play through the game, why would they want to do it themselves? That's Nintendo's thinking. They're old school. They have not caught up to the times. They don't know what's going on. So they basically copyright strike and do takedowns, DMCA takedowns, on any channels that get caught airing Nintendo products. So any YouTuber, big name YouTuber over like 10,000, maybe 50,000 subs, if you see them with Nintendo games regularly on their channel, like In the Littlewood, one of the Yogscast members, his channel has got that stuff on there. He signed a contract to give away 50% of his ad revenue. That's why merchandise becomes so important. That's why you see them doing paid signings for autographs at conventions, because they're giving away half their income just to be able to do Nintendo games. It's not worth it. Not even close. Let's go this way. Guess it's farthest I can go. Who owns Sega nowadays? I'm actually not sure, Molly. It's a good question, though. I'm curious. Wow. That is a great placement on my part. Hey, look, a space station, guys. I literally bounced off of it. Warped 30 times. I'm going to warp again. Wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope. Hang on a sec.
Technology recharge.
Here we go. Pulse engine. Yes.
Recharge.
Awesome. Now we hit this. I'm just a yumping. That's the farthest I can go. Hey, Breach, what's going on? I'm 10 minutes over. I'm just going to keep jumping here for a few minutes and see how far I can go. I'm not going to make it to the center right now, but I'm curious. Whoa! What did I just mine? Copper. Weird. Okay. This is new. Let's go check the planet out. Land. There we go. Wait. You already know this technology. Yep. Place is weird. Super cold, too. Get my eye on you, buddy. Already known? Already known. I don't even see why I open them anymore. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's bad. Come on. It's time for me to stop. The game is chugging. I'm going to wait for a, there we go, restore point notification. Woo! Man, that's bad. Okay. So, I'm going to call it here. I don't know if it'll be No Man's Sky again next Tuesday or not. Don't know. Stay tuned. I have no good answer. Let's see. Crystallized copper. No wonder everything around there was green. You lost me, Preach. I don't know what you're talking about. Is Elite Dangerous, though it's expensive, it has tons of content, too. Mo Lee, I have Elite Dangerous. It's one of the few games that I bought that I wish I could have gotten a refund for before the refund policy got instituted. It does not have a ton of content. Sorry. No, it's not that interesting. Plus, it is so complicated, I can't get out of the flight tutorials for it. So yeah, we're not doing Elite Dangerous. I own it, still won't touch it. Yeah. Is Mass Effect a game you'd like to play on your own time, Bagram? I love Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. I don't own 3, but I want to play 3. I loved Mass Effect 2. I probably played through Mass Effect 2 like 5 or 6 times. Different class styles and stuff like that. I think it'd be fun to go through Mass Effect 2. I figured that would be an LP, not a stream game, though. Have I heard of Space Engine? Asks Eskman. I've never heard of it. Nope. Let's see. I'm going to slow motion up here. Wow, come on. They added a new feature with this game. If you say quit to desktop, it will say, hey, your game was last saved 1 minute ago or however long. Are you sure? There we go. We're in the clear. Okay. I am going to wrap it up here. We're already about 15 minutes over. Drunk tally is best tally. Yeah, I do have Mass Effect 2. I think that's an awesome game. I don't know if I'd stream it, but I do have it. It's really cool, and I have all the DLC for it. Let me see. What else do I have that's like live streamable? I have Don't Starve, but I can't play that game unless I mod the heck out of it. But I do have it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I got Borderlands 2 and a whole bunch of content for it. I got a new game that somebody... Oh, Prominence Poker. We were going to mess with that, Preach. You remember? We were going to experiment with Prominence Poker. It's a free-to-play poker game. We thought it could be fun to actually do. So maybe next Tuesday I'll do a poker night. Just to see who wants to load up. It's free on Steam. Oh, we'll see. So, anyway. Oh, my wife would probably watch you play Mass Effect 3. I don't have Mass Effect 3, Preach. I've already got a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, Prominence Poker. Yeah, remember? We were talking about doing a poker night. I think we should maybe do that. Maybe I could do that next Tuesday. That'd be worth it. Fallout 4, I don't know. I kind of hit burnout on Fallout 4, but I guess I could do Fallout 4 and a whole bunch of mods. Fallout 4 was a disaster of a game for me. That game was very badly designed and engineered at release. And, yeah. Yeah, we could test it after stream. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget, go over to Vagram.com. We've got shop.vagram.com where there's a shop button in the top left corner where we've got lots of cool merch and stuff like that. Also over there is just generally my blog and random thoughts and ramblings, as well as my streaming schedule. It's all in the menu across the top of the website. We do have lots of cool merch that you will actually see as soon as the finishing screen comes up here. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, we've got mugs. Consider buying something. I need to keep the lights on. Don't forget, I do this full time. This is my job. I will catch you folks later. Have a good evening. Tomorrow night, more 7 Days to Die. We made our way up to what we think is near the big city. No, we're about a click away, a couple of kilometers away. Anyway, we're near the big city. We're going to head in and see what kind of fun we can have. Some more zombie action tomorrow evening. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.